My name's Caroline O'Brien. I'm the Chief Executive Officer for Kubos Semiconductors. Kubos was set up in November 2017. I joined the team about 15 months ago. My background is largely semiconductors, and I've joined a company that operates in the compound semiconductors market. Whilst the markets are very similar, there are also some significant differences. The compound semiconductor market is less mature than the semiconductor market that we know today. And the technology segment that we operate in specifically is the gallium nitride market segment. Kubos is developing a cubic gallium nitride, which differs to the normal hexagonal gallium nitride, which is used extensively today in lots of markets, but specifically in the LED market. So most blue LEDs today, and indeed most green LEDs, are actually produced with hexagonal gallium nitride. So the problem that we're trying to solve, and the aim of Kubos, is to solve the green gap problem. The green gap is something that effectively in the visible light area, when we move from the blue region into the green region, the efficiency of those LEDs rolls off significantly. So to produce a green LED today, most manufacturers use a technique which is effectively a blue LED, hexagonal GaN LED, gallium nitride LED, that's converted with a phosphor coating into a green LED. Now that prohibits the market to fully exploit the red, green, blue LED situation, which gives a better natural white light. So that gives the best natural white light by using an RGB LED mix. And today that's severely hampered and disadvantaged by the fact that the green gap problem hasn't been solved in the mass market. So the efficiency and improving the efficiency of green LEDs would not only facilitate a more natural white light in the market, but it would also, as I've mentioned, improve the efficiency. That's very important because the carbon footprint of current LEDs would mean that we could actually, over a 5-year period, we could improve the efficiency of LEDs, saving around 22 million tonnes of CO2 emissions. To give you an idea of how much that would be, that's about 6.2% of the current CO2 emissions produced by the UK alone. So it's a very significant amount. So the market that we're addressing is the green LED market, but also that extends into solving problems into the micro LED market as well. So using the RGB analogy I mentioned, effectively a pixel in a display could be made up of a red, green, blue micro LED in the future in your home TVs or in small form factor displays. And it's important because there are numerous problems in bringing that technology to market today, and Kubos believes that we can solve some of those problems in addition. So we are poised to produce our green LED. Within the next 6 months, our plan is to be able to launch our minimal viable product, which would be based on a green LED. We're already at the situation we're showing the green emissions, and over the next 6 months to achieve our minimum viable product, we're improving the brightness and also the quality of our material to be able to go to market and fully engage with customers. That also will open up for us our next round of funding, an opportunity to really to get a high level of funding and work with venture capital firms more closely. The model that we're employing is a licensing model. So that's how we will go to market. Initial engagements will consist of evaluation licenses and joint development agreements, and then ultimately full licensing and royalty model. Over the next 5 years, our plan is to be acquired by one of the major LED OEMs that we'll be targeting through our customer interactions. In terms of the Bessemer Society and what the Bessemer Society has brought to me personally is the opportunity to have peer mentoring within the group and the society. So we interact as peers, but everyone has different experiences and can share and advise on different problems, because everybody's situation feels unique, but when you interact, actually you find that people have had previous experiences. The other part that I feel that Kubos as well benefits from being part of the Bessemer Society is that a lot of the information we get is direct into our inbox. We're all very busy, you know, running a company, being a CEO, you know, very time consuming. We have many tasks, and the ability to be able to open an email from the Bessemer Society that has really important information in terms of grant funding, in terms of, you know, additional information in terms of support networks, is really important for me personally, but also for Kubos.